Well, yesterday was a productive day of driving. Made it through Oregon and Nevada, and most of Utah. Made it past Salt Lake City, past Park City, almost to the Utah border. In fact, we're at the Utah border right here, going into, whoops, we lost it. Where's the sign? Somewhere there is a sign that says Wyoming. There it is. Crossing into Wyoming. Feel that fresh Wyoming air. So, got to shoot off a big chunk of the driving that's waiting for me. So I think I'm guaranteed that I will make it back sometime tomorrow. Only question at this point is how far do I go tonight before pulling over? So Wyoming by itself should be about five and a half hours, I guess. And then Nebraska is about 12 hours. Those are the big challenges. Once I make it through those two, it's just a hop and a skip through Iowa and Minnesota. So we'll see. And you know, it's the temptation is to really punish myself and stay up all night or nap at a rest stop and continue on and make it all in one day. I don't think that's going to happen, and I think that it's a masochistic impulse to even want to try. But there's also the desire to just put this driving behind me and have done with it and be able to relax in my own bed for the night or the next opportunity. It looks like we're coming into Evanston, Wyoming, which I always confuse with Evanston, Illinois. I don't actually confuse it looking at it, but when I see the name Evanston, I only think of Evanston, Illinois. And so, long day of driving ahead, and I don't expect there's going to be a lot of fancy photography along this way, so probably won't check in very much today. Bye-bye. Which way? Hitting the 43rd car might be the difference between poisoning Lamar or not. Lamar, again. 20 cars. Amazing how sorry, just forgot my lines while I was looking at the speed limit. Amazing how ill-protected the train is. Here is their greatest toxic risk, passing through the most beautiful land imaginable, and these fives, these bloated, God-forsaken fives, leave it to chug indolently through, never noticing the terrorist on the bridge. If I was a five, I would certainly be protecting the train better than this. I would post armed guards on every car ready to take out terrorists such as myself. I would place checkpoints along the train tracks in order to arrest anyone suspicious. I would send a decoy train along the passage first, drawing the fire of any such terrorist before allowing the real train to come along behind. No, it's impossible. These are the fives. The bloated, God-forsaken fives. They simply don't have the sense. 40 cars, that's the problem with them. They don't think like I do. They would never send an empty train. 41. Is it obvious? Should I have realized before? If I'm exploding an empty train, just what impact might my death have? My death? What does my death matter? Look at the land. There is only the land and my hand ready to the space between the cars. It is now or the 44th car. Has to be a fake train. This cannot be it. Exploding this train will be no victory for the fatherland. Well, it's been a very nice afternoon so far, at least in terms of weather. It looks nice out there, though 92 degrees as I look at the dashboard. We've crossed Wyoming in the course of about 5 hours or so, and are coming up on the, there it is, the entrance to Nebraska, which promotes the good life. Or so they say, and whoops, there it is. And it is, of course, the home of Arbor Day. And so, we move from the cliffs and the rugged terrain of Wyoming to the wide grasslands, the savannas of Nebraska. Well, it's getting to the end of a long day of driving, and La Marseillaise came on the iPod, so I thought it was a good way of saying goodnight. Looks like I'll make it into Lincoln, Nebraska. Will be as far as I'll get for tonight. The sun is not quite down. You can probably see a little blue still in the sky, but it'll be down within about 10 minutes, and it'll be dark, as per usual. And I don't like to pull over while there's still light in the sky, because especially if I'm driving east, I prefer to make my mileage later in the day rather than earlier in the day, because if I'm driving at 6 or 7 in the morning while the sun is still coming up, then I'm staring right into the sun. So make the most if I can in the later hours. And from Lincoln, though, I can go north and east slightly and angle away from the sun a bit. To Minneapolis, which hopefully I'll get in rather early tomorrow, probably early afternoon, and then then I can collapse and relax at home and be comfortable. So that's it from day number 19 of flogging a dead moose. Love this music. I hate to stop the video while this is still playing.